Hi friends, so we will continue with our series on time management today, and today we are going to learn to make our own time management scorecard. Yeah? But let's quickly revise what we had learned earlier. So time management is about two things: identifying your priorities correctly and then giving it 100%. So today what we are going to do, we are going to make our scorecard based on this. Yeah, but before we get into how to make your scorecard, I would request all of you to subscribe to this channel and press the bell icon so that you keep getting notifications. So let us get into making our scorecard. So you can take a sheet of paper and pen and you can start making the sheet. Right. So the first column in our scorecard is our priority. Right. So here what you can do is make a list of all your priorities. Spending time with family, time for your hobby, your work, whatever your passion, whatever are your priorities, you can note it down here. Right. Now in the second column, what we are going to do is we are going to give each priority a score. Right. And such that all the total of all the scores should add up to 100. For example, for myself, let's say meditation is my top priority. I give it a score of 50 out of 100. Everyday meditation, right? Then spending time with family maybe 20. My work maybe 20. Hobby maybe 10. So it sums up to 100. So whatever is your list of priorities, their total should be 100. So far so good? Fantastic. So this is the priority part. Now what we are going to do is make columns on the giving 100% part to it. Okay, so what do you mean by giving 100%? See, giving 100% does not mean you need to give it all your time. For example, when I'm talking of doing meditation every day, that means I need to give 1 hour to my meditation. That's it. So what we are going to do next column is we will write down how much time does this priority demand. So let's say meditation demands 1 hour, spending time with family another 1 hour, work asks for 8 hours. So accordingly, you write down how much time is required for each of the activities. Got that? Now, what you are going to do is figure out how much time do you actually give. So the amount of quality time given to that activity. Now, remember the important word here is quality time. Yeah. So if you are sitting with your family but you are on your phone, that doesn't count. When you are with your family and spending full time there, that counts. Right? So how much time on an average do we actually spend time? For example, every day if I want to meditate 1 hour, but my average is half an hour, so I will write half an hour. And thus, eventually my score will be 50%. My productivity score will be 50%. So similarly, for each activity, you give yourself a productivity score. Yeah, so find out how much time you are giving and divided by the total time that you actually need to give. Yeah, the percentage calculation is your productivity score. And now finally, coming to the time management score. So how do we do time management score? So you multiply your productivity score with your priority score. Okay, so for example, like I told you in meditation, if my productivity is 50% and my priority to meditation is 50, so 50% of 50, so I get a score of 25. Similarly, you do it for each of these categories and you find out your overall time management score. The score will be in the range of 0 to 100. Now this score will tell us how good or bad we are at time management. So if your score is above 70, right, then you are managing time reasonably well. If it is above 90, it's excellent. But it's above 70, you are managing time reasonably well. If it is between 40 to 70, then I think there is good area of improvement. Yeah. But if it is below 40, then that's a big problem. So if you remember our first session, if your score is below 40, life is like a time bomb, right? It can blast out any moment. Yeah. So based on these, you have to identify if you're above 70, life is like a success story. If it is between 40 to 70, it can be an existential complication or it could be a lost opportunity. But if your score is below 40, then you really need to get going. So how do we increase our time management score? Yeah, in whatever category you are, how can you manage it better? What are the things that we need to do to take care of this? That we will learn in the last and final video of this time management series, which we will take up next week. So see you till then. Bye-bye.